Hey everybody, how's it going? I am going to start doing a vlog, a video log. And so today is July 28th, 2014, and I have a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. First off, the cool thing about the internet, I guess, is the fact that there's so much amazing information out there and so many forms of communication, and it really democratizes the world as a whole. But in a way, I think that that's also not always awesome. The more I think about it, the more I think that it has sort of created this generation of entitlement where people feel like that because they have a voice, they should use it at every opportunity. And I know that it's a little bit ironic that I'm saying that as I'm doing this self-indulgent little blog here, but I think it's interesting to me that the internet is just as awesome as it is awful. And what I mean by that is for every cool thing that you'll find on the internet, a cute cat video, or in my case, board game reviews are a thing that I'm real big on, or music videos, or movies, or whatever it is that you use the internet for. For every awesome thing that there is, there's some equally ugly part of it. It's either a comment thread or a discussion group that turns ugly, or something about that portion of the internet that just seems to give rise to the ugly parts of humanity. And I just think that's kind of sad somehow. I don't really know why I'm starting off on such a serious note, but it bugs me a little bit because I think that it's the sort of thing that really gives light to the ugly side of human nature. And so I guess maybe this is a good intro because the whole point of this is that I want to use this as a real positive way to communicate. I have no idea how many people are going to watch this video or any videos that I make from here on out. This is really more for me than it is for anybody. But if you're watching, first off, hi, how's it going? And secondly, this is my pledge to you as the watchers and to everybody in my life. Really, I'm going to do my very, very best to not be part of the negative side of the internet. Now, that's not to say that I'm not occasionally going to get angry and I'm not occasionally going to say things, and I'm sure I'll screw up, but I'm going to do my best to be a positive force on the internet. I think that that's kind of a big deal. I think that there are a lot of people out there that are trying to do exactly that, and that's great. And I wish there were more people that did that. And I understand. I guess part of me does understand the motivation on why people go negative. There's a lot of frustration, a lot of hostility in the world, a lot of, just boiling over that people are doing because they feel like the internet is maybe the democratized way of them sounding off about all the things that they're frustrated about. And that can be something as minor as let's say, because I'm a board game nut, a Kickstarter that doesn't get funded, and so you feel like you got hosed out of your $40, or a or something as major as maybe your political or your religious views or whatever it is. No matter what it is that you get upset about, people feel like they need to say stuff, and in general, I guess I kind of support people's need to express their opinions. So it's going to come off a little bit of A and a little bit of B here. I'm in favor of people expressing their opinions, but I wish more people did it constructively instead of destructively. Maybe that's a good way to say it. I think I just like the internet to be a more positive place. I think that if people stopped, and I don't want to just say trolling, because it's not just trolling. It's people that take things too far. It's people that bravely, as I said earlier today on my Facebook page, people that bravely sit behind their computer and furiously type all their rage at people. Instead of being angry about a problem, work to fix it. instead of constantly spewing vitriol at the people that you feel have wronged you or have wronged the world or have wronged someone that you care about, you know, instead of doing any of those things, do something to make it better, you know. Go out of your way to make the world a better place than you found it. I think that that's maybe one of the most important things that we as human beings can do anywhere in the world. And I think the internet's no different. So that's my mission statement, is I'm going to try and make, I guess, YouTube a little bit better than I found it. I don't know how well that's going to succeed. Maybe it won't matter at all. There probably won't be much in the way of cute cat videos on this channel. There's probably not going to be, you know, a lot of musical talent because, well, I'm, you know, don't play an instrument, and I'm not a cute redhead running around in tights playing the violin amongst, you know, weird ice sculptures or anything strange like that. So no cleavage on this channel. It's not going to be any of that kind of fun stuff. It's just going to be me kind of talking about stuff. So let me backpedal a little bit. My name is Bill Corey, and I am a independent game designer. I am a DJ. I'm a karaoke host. I am a husband to the most wonderful wife a fella could ask for. I live in southeastern Wisconsin, and I do my best to help a couple of charities that I think are important. I raise money for the American Cancer Society, and I do that via Relay for Life events. I do that by running a fundraiser called the Gaming Hoopla, which is a board game convention run in southeastern Wisconsin. And then I also am a supporter of community theater. I've performed in a number of community theater, you know, projects over the years, and I, you know, do my best to do whatever I can to help the arts, because I think that that's just an important part of life. I think that without art, there's no joy. So, but I guess if you're going to point to one thing that is my true passion, it's probably board games. So you're probably going to hear a lot about board games, but you're also going to hear a lot about life and just stuff that's bugging me, whatever it is that's on my mind on any given day. Because like I said a few minutes ago, this channel is really going to be about me. So, and you know what? Cool. That's self-indulgent. Okay. You know, you don't have to like it. I'm fine with that. But I consider myself a nerd fighter. Shout out to Hank and John Green, two of my heroes of the internet. Speaking of positive influences and people that are trying to make the internet a better place, they're two of them right there. So good on you guys. And, you know, so I'm definitely a nerd fighter. I'm also a big fan of Scott Johnson of the Frog Pants Network. I think he does fantastic work. I'm a big fan of Tom Vassell of the Dice Tower. He's, you know, the preeminent board game reviewer and really ambassador for the board game industry. I do some podcast appearances on a couple of the shows on his network, including the flagship podcast, The Dice Tower itself. I'm the Concred guy, so if you are a board game fan and you've ever listened to The Dice Tower, that's me. Let's see, what other stuff? But yeah, but basically, this is going to come down to talking about board games, talking about music, talking about whatever stuff I feel like talking about in a given day. So if you have any comments or questions or whatever, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to read them. I sincerely hope that I don't attract the ugly side of the internet. Yes, for the record, I am aware that I'm overweight, so you can just leave those comments at home, because I know. Thank you very much for your concern. I really appreciate it. So anyway, hope today finds you better than yesterday, and tomorrow's even better than that. And we will see you all tomorrow. Take care.